This video will demonstrate how to view and export LTE AP Management Portal Key Performance Indicators or KPI summary reports and plots. So from the dashboard, I would go to the Analytics tab, and I'm going to select the LTE Analytics. And we have two types of Key Performance Indicator or KPI reports, summary reports and plot. So I'll select summary reports first. First of all, you can slice and dice this in time periods, last 24 hours, 7 days, last month, or a custom range. You can do it by venues. In this case, I only have one venue, but if you had multiple venues, you could select which venue you wanted. You could select the AP that you wanted, all the APs or a specific AP. Now, in this case, I only have one AP, so all APs in Art Studio is going to be the same. So in this case, it's going to give you the last 24 hours of data. And now we have the venue KPIs. So we have our RAN stats, traffic stats, GPS stats, and so forth. Now, some of these are pretty cryptic, like RRC connection establishment success rate. Well, what does RRC stand for? Well, you can go up to the help menu here, and you can click on help for this page. This gives you a breakdown. For example, RRC Connection Establishment Success Rate. This stands for Radio Resource Control Protocol Connect. Next is RRC Connection Reestablishment Success Rate, and so forth as we go down the line. So if you're not sure what each of these categories are, you can go to the help menu. So as you can see, I've got my RAN stats, I got my traffic stats, my GPS stats, my LTE AP data stats, and that's all I have on this. Now, if I want to export the file, I can click on Export, and I can export it either as a .csv or a PDF. So let's go ahead and export it as a PDF and see what that looks like. And that's going to download the file over here. And now I could go ahead and open that file. And as you notice, it looks very similar to what we had here. But now we have a PDF file. So this is a timestamp for a certain period of time. You can go ahead and save this, and you can keep it. Maybe you want to compare metrics from 1 week to a next, or from 1 month to a next, and so forth. All right, we'll close that out, and we'll go back to our cloud. If I want to export it as a .csv file, I could do the same thing, and that'll export my spreadsheet over here. I can go ahead and open that up. We'll just take a look at what that looks like. So here we have the spreadsheet in the CSV format, a little bit difficult to read, so let's spread things out a little bit. And we'll just change the column width here. We'll put in 30. And that'll spread it out. And for example, maybe you want to highlight one of the rows just so you can read this, but this just gives you an idea of what it looks like. So you could then go ahead and save this and then just keep it for reference for a future time. So that's a quick overview of the summary report. Let's go back to the Analytics tab and we'll take a look at the plots. So once again, on the plot report, by default, I have call drops, the RRC connection, and the traffic. Now, once again, I can slice and dice it on the time period up here, 24 hours, 7 days, last month, or custom. Once again, I can select the venue that I want it on. I can do it on all APs or specific APs data. So I'll cancel on that, since I only have one AP. The other thing I can do, I can manage the report components. So let's take a look at this. So for example, by default, I have call drops, RRC connections, and traffic. So if I went back here again, I got my call drops, my RRC, and my traffic. So I only have 3 things right there. If I go under Manage Report Components, let's say I want to have GPS availability, and I want to add that to my default. I could then save that. And now, when I look down here, I should have 4 categories: call drops, RRC connection, traffic, and GPS availability. I can also export these to a file, either as a .csv or to a .pdf, but in this case, I would only do each specific category. For example, call drops, that would be one separate export. The RRC connection would be another export, and so forth. And once again, if I wanted help for this particular page, I could go to help for this page. That'll tell me about the plots, and it will then give me the details for each of these. For example, here we have the Radio Resource Control Establishment Success Number, the uplink, the handover attempts, the availability, and so forth. So as you can see, these KPI reports allow you a concise summary of whatever time frame you want to slice and dice to gauge performance of the system over a specific time period of hours, days, or weeks to check if there are any anomalies in your system, or if there was some type of anomaly reported, you can pull a report to analyze it and even send it to the Ruckus technical support team if requested.